Despite all the noise you're finding on the Google search results, whether it's the Google Merchant Center listings that you see here, whether it's more images, more ads, you're seeing the people also ask section come up. It's actually quite simple to get the click over your competitors. Customers are scrolling past your search result for one reason, and one reason only. You're not speaking to their pains and desires. Everyone does the exact same thing when it comes to the Google search results. They put their target keyword in there, and then after they've done that, they've tried to fit in the long tail variation, and then after done that, if they've got space, they'll add their brand name to it. So if we take a look at Argos, it's a big company here in the UK, handheld massages, deep tissue massages. This is a massive business right here, and I actually used to work in their warehouse. But they're falling under the same mistake, and this is your unfair advantage. But hardly anyone is speaking to the searcher's pains, wants, desires, needs. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to create click magnet meta titles that people just can't ignore. So first things first, you're going to create an ICP, which is an ideal customer profile. Now, I know this sounds super boring, but it's crucial. You can't skip this, because it's going to give you a blueprint to your customer's mind, essentially. And you're going to do all the basic stuff. So let's just say you're a fitness recovery business and you're selling things like massage guns and saunas and ice baths, those types of things. And this is our customer here, Steve. And you're essentially going to fill out things like their biologic. So what's the logical reason for them to buy? What makes them emotional? What influences their decision? And I'll give you a list of questions you can actually fill out. So this is the first thing you're going to do. Don't miss this. Have things like where do they live, how much do they earn, their age range, the industry that they work in. Don't skip this, because even though they may not all be relevant to your product, it's going to give you a much better idea of what your meta titles and content should look like, because you'll have a deeper insight into their minds. And let's just say you've filled out the ICP document, right? You've answered a bunch of those questions. Well, after that, you're going to choose keywords that feel relatable to them, increasing the chances that they'll click on your listing when they see familiar terms in their meta title. We're speaking to them. We'll let them know that you're just like us. We're not going to do this thing that Argos are doing. And by the way, this business is actually losing millions and millions of pounds. They're going out of business, and I can see why. You're not going to do this shit right here. Handheld massages, deep tissue massages, stuffing that stuff in there. The Guardian, the first result here, they're doing a much better job. So tried and tested for relief and sore, and it cuts off, right? They can do a better job, but they've done a better job than the rest of the results. So highlight what matters the most. So you're going to make a list of what matters the most, and you're going to pick one, and you're going to include that in your meta title. So focus on specific pain points or desires. And I put or desires or not and desires because the meta titles are very small. You're not going to be fit. You can only fit in so many characters. So if your audience cares more about saving money, you might emphasize discounts or deals in your meta title. If they focus on quality, terms like premium or top rated will catch their eye. So increasing relevance with audience-centric language. For example, if you've got a younger audience, use a more informal tone if it makes sense. Maybe a more edgy tone makes more sense for your type of business. While let's say if you've got a more professional audience, you're going to want more of a polished language. So here are some examples. So ice baths for athletes, sticking with our previous example here. So ice baths for athletes, fast recovery and muscle relief. Because why would they want ice baths? They're sore, they want relief. Massage guns. Why would someone want massage guns? The reason why I bought a massage gun was to reduce muscle stiffness, soreness, and I'm going to the gym and I want to boost recovery, and that's the exact reason why I bought it. So I made a list of the most important things and put it in there. So this is what's going to get their clicks and not what Argos is doing. And again, this is your unfair advantage. You're not going through corporate speak, because I remember I used to work for one agency. We handled a lot of enterprise sized businesses, a lot of big businesses. There was a big chain of command you have to go through in order for them to approve some simple things like meta titles. It was a pain in the ass, and you don't need to go through that, or at least I hope you don't if you're the business owner watching this. And here are some questions for a bulletproof ICP doc. So you're going to start off with the demographics. So where do they live? How much do they earn? The age range, what industry do they work in? And you go to the next interest, like primary interest. So what are their hobbies? So this one's really important. What do they desire the most? and emotionally, what do they desire. So for someone like this guy right here, Steve, he wants a great body, he wants to feel healthy, that's what he desires the most. Maybe he's in pain, he wants to be pain-free. What are their current beliefs about that particular item you're selling? Let's just say ice baths. What are their current beliefs? Do they think, yeah, I really need one, or do they need to be pushed off the fence? What are the most common frustrations? What are their values? Let's just say you sell clothes. Are their values for the items to be environmentally friendly? So the buyer behavior. So what influences their decision? Are they going on places like TikTok and social media? And do they look at the item and think, okay, let me just search up a review, see what people are saying? Look at the sales channels. So do they go to Google first and then check out on social media? And do they buy directly from these items, from these channels? Sorry. So what sales channels do they use? Which platforms are they going to shop? Are they going to Amazon? Are they going to the TikTok shop? So what's the average purchase timeline? So if you've got a product that sells for like a lot of money, let's just say one of these items, I've completely forgot what they're called, they're a big recovery item and they sell for about £20,000. Well, guess what? The average purchase timeline will probably be a few months. So figure out the purchase timeline. You want all of this. So what is the logical reason for them to buy this? So give a concrete reason why people will buy. So we're stepping away a little bit from emotion here. I'm diving more into the logic. So why does this make sense emotionally? What are the flaws of this product or service? So be honest. So this is going to be able to answer objections. Let's just say it's quite expensive is an objection. Well, you need to answer that. And what objections will they have? And one of the things I like to do is, after I've used my brain and kind of exhausted it on why someone would not want to buy this, just go to ChatGPT or whichever large language model you like to use and basically type in your product, let's just say massage guns, and just ask it what are the common objections and concerns people would skip buying massage guns. So what are the benefits of this? So the reason why people buy a product, the reason why they're buying this isn't because it's got a nice handle, it's because you can hold it for longer without getting fatigued. That's the benefit. They're buying the benefit of it, not the feature. So that's really important. What guarantees do you offer? Now, if you're looking to scale your e-commerce business with SEO, I'd highly recommend clicking on this page and checking out this 2-minute videos. You can see some of my client results. And all this is a one-on-one consultation with myself after you've booked. So just click this button. So you'll have a pre-questionnaire to fill out. And then I'll do an analysis of your site, and then we'll book a time and date, and then I'll present the following. And by the end of this call, you know exactly what you need to do in order to grow your e-commerce business. I'll see you in the next video.